Hello everyone, and this is the making of farm for the Benbonk Game Jam number 4, and how I almost failed to complete the game. So the optional theme was keep it away. I had absolutely no idea what to make. I was thinking like maybe game about like a mall and you're trying to break in because the owner of the mall like keeps you away out of it or something. It didn't really work because of the required limitation. The required limitation was use a maximum of 4 colors for your game. Of course, making an entire mall and everything with just 4 colors, of course it wouldn't work. So I thought of maybe you're in a house and trying to fend off zombies in some way. I saw that in like some Minecraft mini games or something, but then I was thinking about a game about a farmer and he's trying to get all the crops that he can, but at the same time trying to fend off zombies. I thought that was a good enough idea and actually possible, so I thought why not give it a try. So I started with the zombies. Those weren't really that difficult, it just took a long time. Because of the way I made it so that the zombies, when they go over to the fence and when they are breaking the fence, are 2 different entities. So that made things a little bit more difficult, but I really couldn't find of another way to do it. But eventually it worked and I started working on the player. I made the player, that was pretty easy, it's just WASD. And then I started making the actual farming mechanic. So I thought, okay, so you can get seeds, then you put it in the ground and then you get some crops. Initially that was all that I was gonna do, but the game just wasn't fun enough. So eventually I made the system where you can sell your crops for money, and that is the end score that you get. I also made it so you can buy a speed boost, so you can get more crops and plant them faster. On the final day I worked on it, I was just like, okay, all I need to add is sound effects and a menu. That was all that I really needed to do. So I thought like, okay, I can do that tomorrow. That's pretty easy. But then something came in the way, and I totally forgot about the jam. When I realized that the jam was over, I went over to like the community tab on the jam page and asked if I could still submit my game. So the next day I looked at the post and looked if anyone replied, and Benbonk himself actually replied to the post and he said, yeah, sure, you can just DM me. So I'm like, okay, just gonna build the game real quick, set up the H page, just really fast, and then I submitted it. The comments on the game were pretty good, but eventually when the scores were announced, it did end up being pretty average. And I kind of have to agree because there are a couple of problems with this game. Number 1, you don't actually see when the zombies get into your farm, and you just need to guess how long it takes. Number 2 is that there aren't any tutorials, so you just have to go in blindly and figure it out yourself. And thirdly, of course, it doesn't have any audio. On the itch page itself, they did say that it does have a lot of opportunity to kind of expand on it. So I am thinking about maybe updating the game and making it more playable, I guess. So if you would want to see me working on the game live, then go follow me on Twitch. So yeah, that was the making of farm for the Benbonk Game Jam. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.